Hello, Star. Welcome, welcome. Yes. 1:22 p.m. 67 degrees outside, guys, on this Tuesday afternoon. What's up? What's up? We got some blue skies with clouds here and there. There's some rain up above us. Yep. Oh, man. I'm tired today for some reason. Let's see what the mailman brought us. Be right back. Oh. Let's see who's in here. Hey, Thompson, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Going to be on here for 45 to 50 minutes. Driving to work. Right. Yeah, 67 degrees outside on this Tuesday afternoon, 1:24 p.m. How's everybody doing? I was watching everybody's lives this morning. Had Nitro was live, Mayhem, John Paul, Steven, everybody was live. Welcome, welcome. Yep. Yeah, look at them clouds. They're not too bad. But I guess this truck driver's unhooking. Guess his truck's having problems. Yep. Yeah. So go check out my list of channels. Got channel members list, got family and friends list, and they got a regular list. Go check them out, guys. Membership list, we have Starries, Lost and Found. We have Dita Chin. We have PDX Paranormal. We have GWT 181. We have Zelda, Diecast Racing. We have Pokerossi. We have Secret Creek Prospecting. We have Digging It Back and Sherry. So go check out them channels. They're my supporters of my channel. Thank you, everybody. We got our family and friends list. We have We have My Animal House. We have Spider Mom. We have Mark the Spider Guy. We have a different Sherry, Sherry Matcat. We got James Gype Gype. We got Samantha Gype Gype. We got Tony Diecast. We have Zelda Diecast Racing. We have Mayor, all capital letters, Maer. We have Chef Spaghetti. We have the Stock Explorer. We have John Paul. We have Brooklyn Chick. We have Polka Rossi. We have UK Medic. We have Nitro Freak. We also have who else we have on there? Guru and Wahoo. We also have MDT for the chin, and also Starry's Lost and Found. Go check out all those amazing channels. Go to my channel list, go all the way down, find the membership list, find the family and friends list, guys. And we got more amazing channels on my community tab. Go check them out also, guys. We got channels like Mayhem. We got Shayna. We have Venus Martinez. We have from the Philippines. We have Zaya, Mondel, Jade, Cats with a Z. We got Shorty. We have also from Thailand, we have Nadia. Go check all them channels out. JB also is from the Philippines. Yeah, we got a lot of cars today. Look at this guy. Where is he going? Where is he going? Jesus. It's like, stay in your lane, buddy. Unless you're going to be going 70 miles an hour, then get into the fast lane. I don't know. There's a lot of dumb people driving today, guys. Yeah. These dumb people driving. Yep. It's a busy Tuesday. Everybody's out. There's a Spectrum car. It's probably peddling his cable company. Yeah, Pam was asking about the community tab. If you don't have your community tab, it could be because you haven't gone into your analytics and agreed to all the rules of YouTube. You know, so to be a like a creator and stuff, there's more rules. So it's good to go in there and make sure you agree to everything and activate, the community tab. It takes time. Nimitz said, they also mentioned it, that everybody will tab, no matter how many subscribers you have. It's just that it's going to take it's going to take time. And then people have been putting on the comments, like where they like suggestions. They're like putting all these comments in there, going, "Where's my community tab?" Like that's going to help. They said don't. All you're doing is overloading the system with comments that not going to help. It's not going to get your community tab any faster. But if you already did the main things is to agree to everything on YouTube, to be a content creator, as they say. Just like when they had the new stuff of the shorts, we all had to sign the paperwork and agree to everything. It's like, do you agree, yes or no? If you don't, guess what? You're not going to be monetized anymore. You have to agree to everything. It's not like, I agree with some of it, but not all of it. It's either all or none, man. So make sure, and there is videos of how to do it, the setup and stuff. Just like the videos of how to go on. I just watched a video from StreamYard talking about how to stream on your phone, and she kind of did it was a short video, and it's only so many. It was only like I think like 9 or 10 minutes long. She kind of basically went through the basics, of how. The only thing she didn't show is how to, like what Mayhem was trying to do, get the link for the stream onto her signal. Did you see this guy? Look at this guy too. Like what? You forgot to use your signal? As my cousin used to say, at least stick your tongue out the window. Showing that you're going that way. Since you're not putting your hand or signaling with the darn light. But then after they make a mistake, it's like, oh, I got to take off real fast, get away from the person I almost crashed into. It's like, okay, we're all okay. I was keeping an eye out for you, since you're not doing it. Look at this guy. He's in a hurry too. He's gonna go change lanes again, watch. If he gets a chance to. No? Why do you get in this lane for if you're not going to speed up or change lanes? As I was saying, Mayhem, she has a laptop. So basically, her mouse is that little square in the middle, where you put your finger and move it around. That's your mouse. And then there's two little buttons right underneath that little pad. Those are your right and left clicks for the mouse. So the same way that you would run a mouse, you do the same thing. You can use two hands if you want to. So basically, all she had to do is she would have to just, after she copied it, when she copied it and it's copied, it's saved on there. She just had to go click onto the chat, where you're gonna, like, say you're gonna type something in, click on there. Once you click on there, then you click on the I think it's the right click. You click the right click button, and it'll bring up a bunch of things like copy, paste. Well, now you want to click on where it says paste. With your finger, you move up just like on when you have a mouse, but that little pad, you move up that little, once that thing pops up, and you click on paste, and it would paste your link on there. Then once it's pasted on there, then you click send, and you got it in the chat. But she got frustrated because she didn't understand what buttons we were talking about. You know, it's hard because one time I had to train somebody how to do something over the phone. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I do read the chat when I get all the way to work, so I'm not ignoring you. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to share me out. But like I was saying, you know, it's hard to tell somebody unless you're showing them with a camera. Because I was I was teaching somebody over the phone how to close where I usually work on Fridays, because he had to work there and he never worked there before. So I'm telling them, we have some automatic doors there. You know, there's these automatic doors that open up. You know, they got a push button, a push bar. It even has a big sign that says push here. There's an arrow pointing downward. And push the bar for the doors to open. He's pushing the bar on the doors themselves. Oh, I was like, oh my God. And the only reason I know all this is because we have cameras, you know, and I went back and looked at the footage for that day. And then I see what he was looking at, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm telling him to look at the switches for the automatic doors, and he can't see them. He's looking at the switches, not the switches, but the little things on the doors that for the alarm, you know, like when they get separated. You know, I don't know if you have alarms at home. You know, you can put those things on your windows, so like somebody opens up a window, the thing goes off. You know, we used to put them in our kids' rooms. So if somebody would, like, say, break in through the window and it would go off, you know, the alarm, you know, of somebody breaking in, you know, and it would go on pretty loud. So it was good. But yeah, it's hard to train somebody over the phone or over like just typing unless you show them, which she said, you know, I'm not good at reading or people telling me. You got to show me. Yeah, you know, we're all from that generation, you know. We learn by example, as they say, by seeing, not by reading. And it's so very true, because where I work at, we had a bunch of signs on the doors, you know, new times of the business hours, you know, everything was, you know, of the masks that you had to wear, why you had to wear, you know, and all these, and people they would like they would look at the signs, and they would, I guess they either they don't know how to read, or they get confused and they read in their mind, oh, they're closed. So then they would just walk away and wouldn't even try the door or come in. And I'm like, oh, okay, oh well, you know, you're lost. And then they're gonna complain, you know. Or like when people come to the door, you know, and you're not even open yet, and it says right there on the door, you know, and they have a phone, they know what time it is because their phone tells them exactly what time it is. And you're like, they're like pulling on the door to try to get in, and they're like putting their hands up like, what, you're not open? And I got to point at the sign that's hitting them right there in their face that says what time we open and what time we close. But, you know, and then they still like, They can't understand. So then I just, okay, whatever. Like there's some certain doors that we close, on certain days, and always the same thing. People try the doors and they can't get in. They got to come around the other side. And then they come in and then they go, "Can I go out those doors?" I'm like, "Oh my God, you just, to myself, I don't tell them because, they're going to get offended. It's like, well, you did try to get in through there and you couldn't. Doesn't that tell you that they're locked?" But no, they got to ask, "Can I go out that way?" And I'm like, "No, not today. Sorry. Have a good day." uh, because, people, they get all offended. Yeah, we get lazy. We don't want to read anything. We want everybody to read it for us. I'm terrible at reading stuff. I admit it. We were from the generation that reading wasn't. They didn't really push reading back then. It was math, math, math. So you were always good at counting. The timetables and multiplication, division, adding, subtracting. We didn't use calculators back then. We used our mind, our brain. But reading, it wasn't like, it was like more like recreational kind of, because math, you're gonna need math because you're gonna need to count your money. You're gonna need to pay for stuff. They show, even had classes of like bookkeeping. Where you're, using a calculator later on, in a different class. That they had typing and machines, I never did learn how to type, because we didn't have computers that back then. Typing, it was a typewriter. Now there's no such, you go try to look for a typewriter that you put paper in. Maybe in an antique store. Now you type everything on the computer and then you print it out on a blank sheet of paper. Back then you had ink on a ribbon and you had keys that would either fly up and hit the ink onto the paper, or you had like a ball. They improved the typewriters. They had these little balls that went around, had all the letters and the numbers of the alphabet and exclamation points, everything. They were all on this little round ball, and it would move around, whatever, technology. That was amazing technology for then. Now it's all computerized. Now you either send it on an email or you print it out. But now everybody's into saving trees. How people, don't use paper. Go paperless. Save a tree. Yes, but yet, guess what? How much toilet paper do people use? What about that? The paper that's on rolls, toilet paper rolls, paper towel rolls. I mean, if you're trying to save a tree, you should be saving those. You shouldn't be using all those. The U.S. we use the most toilet paper, I think, in the world. You know what happened when everybody was panicking? We'd go to the store and, oh my God, there's no toilet paper. How am I going to go to the bathroom? It's like simple. If you don't have toilet paper, you do your business, then you jump in the shower and you wash your butt clean. I mean, come on. What's so hard? Think, people. Foreign countries, they have those things that spray water up your butt. You know, it's like we're the only ones that use sandpaper to clean our butts, and then we rub it raw until it bleeds. You know, unless you get the soft one, the Charmin. But then it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna fall apart so easily. It's gonna fall apart in your hands. You know. But technology has improved, but we still haven't improved on how to clean our butts. Other countries have been doing it for years. You know, they have a washcloth. You know, hey, that's why you're supposed to wash your hands afterwards. I mean, you've seen people are nasty. They do their business and they walk. You're in the bathroom, wash your hands, and then the other person walks out without even washing their hands. So now they touch the doorknob that you're gonna have to touch, to get out of the bathroom. Yeah. But some bathrooms have those air blowers. So what do you have to do? You gotta maneuver your shirt, or if you're wearing a jacket, pull your jacket down, use the sleeve. Or if you have gloves, put gloves on. But yeah, we don't read the fine print anymore. We just say yeah. And then later on we go, well, I didn't agree to that. Yeah, you did. You didn't you read the fine print? You said yes to everything, and then you signed it. It's like I remember one time just like when you go to the tax guys, you go get your taxes done. They do your taxes for you, but any mistakes, guess what? It's all on you, because you're signing and agreeing everything that they put on there. I mean, that happened to me one time, and we got audited for like 3 years in a row. They're like, oh, you have to prove that your kids lived with you, 6 months or more. It's like, what? So they ask you to prove it. You have to get, notarized letters from your landlord, letters from your neighbor, saying that yes, they do live there. I even told them, I go, well, hey, if you want, I got pictures. I got pictures of my son when he was born. Back then, I didn't have video. I had a phone, but I really didn't use video because it would use too much memory. One video, that's it, your phone's full. So you did pictures back then. So I did pictures of my son being born, but and they're all like, the reason was because the lady that did the taxes, she reversed 2 of the last social security numbers on one of my kids. And for years they never checked, because people were lying about it. They would just put dependents, like that they had 7 dependents, but they weren't asking for the social security numbers. So because they say that they were supporting these people with food or housing or whatever, and that way they get more of a refund, more of a tax refund. Well, now I believe you have to show if you have 4 kids. I think the limit is 4 that you have to input the Social Security numbers. I think after 4 you don't have to worry about it. They just don't. It's already basically that's it. You're not gonna get any more. No more money for it, so it doesn't matter. So that year they started checking all the socials. So this lady, she had done our taxes the year before, and she had already messed up, but they didn't catch it. So this time she did it again. Of course, I signed and said, yeah, everything is correct. So now, you're supposed to check, double check all the Social Security numbers, everything's the same. It's just like another thing I found out. Like how your bank, when you go, you want to get a direct deposit, from your taxes. You say, well, yeah, I want a direct deposit to my account. So you give them your your bank. It's got the numbers and it's got the account number and the routing number to go to the right bank. Well, they've had that information and it's been no problems. Check, the money has been getting deposited. Well, this time I decided to take a deposit slip instead of a check. Well, I didn't know this. If you look at your checks, if you still have checks, everybody still probably have checks. They probably don't use them, maybe just once in a while. I think I use one check every month, pay the rent. So, other than that, everything gets paid electronically. So then I gave her the thing, and she goes, hey, the routing number for the bank is different. Did you change banks? I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I didn't. I'm like, it should be that same routing number. So she looked, and then she had a checking account from her bank, or no, she looked in her phone, her routing number, because she's using the same bank. So it's going to be the same routing number, and it was the same routing number. So then I went back home and I looked at my checks. Yeah, it's still the same routing number. For some reason, they put a different routing number on the deposit slips. It's the same bank, but I don't know why they do that. The account number is the same, but the routing number is different. So I guess the reason maybe because when you go into when you use a deposit slip, you don't take it to any. You don't take it to a store. You only take it to the bank when you want to deposit something. Or like if you want, like say somebody, like when you want to do online banking, they ask you for a check, a voided check, and then they use that voided check, a copy of it, so that way they take it out of your account every month. So yeah, it was. So now I know. Don't take the deposit slip number because it's going to be different. Yeah, so you want me to change it? I said, no, don't change it. I go, we don't want to change anything and then mess up the damn deposits and stuff, because then we're going to go, oh, no, now something changed. Anytime you change something, like last year when I did my taxes, it took forever to get the federal, but I think it was because of all those stimulus checks. They got to check all them stimulus checks that they were sending us. People they got stimulus checks and then They went out and bought stupid things. I think I didn't waste my stimulus on any TVs or gadgets. I paid off my bills. You know, got rid of all my credit cards. Paid off my home. You know, that way only have to pay for the space and utilities. That's it. You know, no more bills to pay. You know, it's like, because when you get older, as you get older, if you retire, you're not gonna make it with the money they're gonna give you. It's like me. I'm gonna partially retire. I can't fully retire because it's no way. They only give you like about 1,000. I think 1,100 and something. It's like, how am I gonna survive on that? You know, that would go to basically all the bills for the month. Now we have gas. We have, I gotta buy gas for the car. If the car needs tires, new tires for cars nowadays, you're looking at $600 because you have to get the car aligned. You need a car alignment. If you don't do a front end alignment, on your car when you get tires, they're gonna wear out faster and all crooked. If your shocks are wore, they're gonna get wore out like they're gonna look like somebody bit into them. They're gonna go check out your tires. They should be smooth. If you run your hand on your tire tread or look at them, turn your steering wheel all one way so you can see the whole tread of the tire. It should be wearing evenly. If your sides are getting wore out, like one side, like the insides are getting wore out only, that means your alignment is out. You need to fix it. Or if your outside of the tires are getting wore out, that means your tires is out of alignment. You have to. Or if they're getting it looks like bumps on it. Some spots are bumpy, others are lower. That means your shocks are messed up. Your shocks, or they're not, or the tires aren't balanced, so they're going down the road like a basketball. Instead of rolling, they're bouncing. They're like, you'll see some cars driving down the road. You see them like that. They're like bouncing, like a ball. And your steering wheel, you're gonna feel it in your steering wheel. At a certain speed, about 40 miles an hour. 40 miles an hour to about 55 or 60, it'll shake. That's your balancing of your tires. Now, if you're going like fast and you put your brakes on, and then your steering wheel starts going back and forth, then your brake rotors are warped. So you need a brake job then. So make sure you have, and then tire pressure. Your tire pressure is very important. Don't overinflate them or underinflate them. If you overinflate them, the middle part of the tire is going to be flat, and it'll be all wore out only in the middle part. They need to be straight across, and the tire will be smooth if it's wearing the right way. You can rub, you're going to get your hands a little dirty, but you can always wash them. You can put your hands, across the tread, like the way it rolls, not from side to side, from the way the tire rolls, and you can feel it. Go one way, then go the other way. It's kind of like your beard. If you go with your beard one way and it's smooth, then you go the other way and it's like rough. That's feathering. That's also alignment. The alignment is off. So your tires are getting feathered. They're getting like cut into like little feathers, like a bird. So they're wearing out wrong. You're gonna get less life out of your tires. If you buy a tire that has say 45,000 miles, you're gonna wear them out in 25,000. So that means you're gonna have to buy new tires real soon. This guy's in a hurry. He was tailgating me. Yeah, go ahead. Go. I'm going the speed limit, but yet he wants to go much faster. Hey, there's not hardly any traffic today from the other side, so he was able to pass me. There's another car coming behind me. Like, what? I'm going the speed limit. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I wanted to move away from them because, they'll pick up rocks and my window's already cracked, but I don't want another crack on the other side. Because if I have it on my driver's side, I got to fix it real quick because that's a ticket. If it's not affecting my sight of vision of the road, then I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I need to fix it. But it's not the one important thing on the list right now. Like tomorrow I'm gonna have to go do the oil change on this car because it does have. I got the 5,100 miles already on the oil change. Even though I use full synthetic oil, which protects it more. Still, you want to change your oil, change your air filters, and you'll get better gas mileage if everything is running good. It's like, I don't want to spend the money on an oil change. Well, it's going to cost you more when you have to replace the engine. You got to do the oil changes, you got to do the transmission service on them. Got to do the engine, coolant, flush. On newer cars, it's like around almost 100,000 miles. Spark plugs. But you know what? Spark plugs, they'll last that long, but then your mileage, your gas mileage, you're going to notice it. Because, the spark plugs, they'll still work because the new spark plugs, they got a bunch of connectors on there. The original spark plugs, they had maybe like one, it was called an electrode, where the spark jumps, in the spark plug in the engine. Where the spark jumps, it used to only have one electrode, so, and then it wears down after so many sparks, it wears out, and then pretty soon it's harder for it to jump. That's where you start getting the misfiring. But now the new spark plugs, they have like 3, sometimes 4 connectors. So now they have four areas where the spark is going to jump. So if one is messed up, it's got 3 other spots. So of course, because see, that's the thing. That's why they can go 100,000 miles, because back in the day, every 30,000 you're supposed to change your spark plugs. So guess what? 30,000, that means it's still going to be working at 100,000. Excuse me. Oh man, I forgot to grab a cough drop because your throat gets dry just talking all the time. Well, yeah, so that's why spark plugs now, they have 4 connectors. They have 4 connectors on there, so they'll last longer. So basically, about 100,000 miles is when you got to do all your major things. You got to do your transmission service. for this vehicle, the transmission oil for them to replace it all, it's like $300 because it's got a special oil from the dealership. You could do it in a different shop, but it's the oil that's expensive, plus the labor to do it. You know, so it's like $300 there. Then you got your coolant to replace all the coolant. Drain it and refill it, and and sometimes they'll use chemicals to wash the inside. Any rust or anything any buildup. Hard water deposits, anything. That's gonna cause problems. Then that it's gonna cost you another $200 there. So right there, it's $500 just for that service. Then if you have to replace the hoses, the radiator hoses, that's another $100 there. But then it's only every 100,000 miles. So you're gonna have to do that. Depending how much you drive. I mean, I drive a lot. I mean, I got 100. This car is 2017, so it's 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. It's like six years old, and I got 130,000. I pretty much, got my money's worth on it. But like tires, like I said, tires, you can get tires that'll last you, depending on how you drive. If you like, flying off the street, burning rubber, or slamming on the brakes, that's gonna wear out your tires even more. It's gonna put a flat spot on the tires. It causes damage to the tires, wearing out faster. So, you have to maintain your car. But in the long run, it's going to save you money because, a whole transmission is going to cost you more. The Mustang, I had to replace they had to rebuild the whole transmission. That cost about $1,600. But, it's a 1999 Mustang. It's the original transmission. Alrighty. Yeah, heading to work, Nora. Let's see who was in here. Who was in here in the start? We had Glitter, Thompson RC. We had BC. We had Fry Critters. Palomo. What's up, Palomo? Buenos dias. Buenas tardes. Yes, Starry is a very great supporter. Yes, he is. John Paul was in here. Madeline. Hi, what's up, Madeline? Welcome. Yes, always drive safe. Yep, got to keep the eyes on the road, not on the phone. That's why I wait till I get to work. Thank you for being here and coming in here. Thank you. Nitro Free, what's up? Thanks. Hey, Magnet Squirrel, what's up? Welcome. Hey, Magnet. I don't know. I was checking. You know what? I was checking in my analytics, and I was looking and see who was blocked, and for some reason you were blocked. I don't know if you ever noticed, because I don't know if you've been typing in my live streams. I haven't seen you in here until today. So if you were, sorry, man, but I don't know, somebody might have blocked you, by accident. It happens. You get people that are mods, and then they hit the thing, and by accident they're like, oh shoot, and they block you from the channel, and they don't say nothing, So, sorry about that. But thank you for coming back. I guess it did work. I unblocked you. Now I can see your
You're chatting. Yeah, UK Medic, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, the same truck. Come on now. See, you should check the license plates. They're not the same license plates. Nora, Stock Explorer, there she is. Welcome, welcome. Hannah, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you're still doing those early live streams, Nora. You know, I'm like I'm asleep at that time. The only time I get to see yours is Saturdays and Sundays, because those days and Fridays, I catch your Friday one because I go in early. I get up at 5 a.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. So I usually do catch your lives at that time. LMK, welcome, welcome. What's up? Relaxing and enjoying what by Vanessa. Welcome, welcome. What's up? What's up? Thank you for coming in. Welcome, welcome. Thank you everybody that came in. Let's see. Describing your car, huh, Nora? Nah, Nora takes care of her car so much. Well, the outside, because I see her always at the car wash. She's always at the car wash. Yeah, heading to work. Yeah, somebody must have blocked you. Yeah, so I went in there. I'm like, wait a minute, why is Squirrel Magnet fishing? I go, he shouldn't be blocked, you know. So I looked in there and I unblocked you. And I did take some wrenches away from people that no longer visit, or I don't hand out wrenches to everybody because people abuse them. It's a sad thing, but it's you think somebody, you trust them, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. They all of a sudden they start blocking you. You say something they don't like, and then they get mad at you, and they're still moderators. I'm a moderator in some channels that I don't even visit, but I don't go in there and block people. And I never did. When I was in there, I only used my moderation when I was a moderator in different channels. The only time I ever blocked somebody is if they went in there and they start saying bad words, like cussing the host, or putting porn crap in there, then you want to block those people. Yeah, because I'm like, I know that Squirrel always, would come into my live streams. I mean, I go into yours all the time, and I'm like, what? I haven't seen him in a while. I don't wonder what happened, and then I said, you know what? I started, because I hear a lot of people complaining to other creators, hey, I'm blocked on your channel. I can't type in there, and so I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look in there and see if anybody that I know that shouldn't be blocked. Like you were you were one of them. But everybody else that was blocked should have been blocked. There's people that were faking James Gipe's name and coming in here with different names and stuff. Yeah, I blocked all them guys. They're still blocked in there. Yeah, when James and Samantha come on in my live, I know it's them because they're blue. And if there's somebody there that they're not blue and they're using their name, hey, they're not real. So as soon as I see them guys, they're blocked. It's like, you know what? Don't be coming in here with fake names. You know. And then you can always check. People before you block somebody, it's simple to check if it's the real person. Just click on their name, go to their channel. Like if I would see Nitro in here, another person with Nitro's name, because people copy their logo and everything, man. These people are, I guess they got nothing better to do, but they'll copy it, and you'll think, oh, it's them, and then you click on their channel and you go, and it's not their channel because it's a brand new channel that was just created like maybe a couple days ago or even today. So that's why I have mine. And if you want to chat in my chat, I think I have it set up for 20 minutes. I'm not sure. I had it when I first started. That's what I set it at. I don't know if it still is that way, but I do know that you got to be, subscribed to me in order to chat, because I know, because someone one day chatted in my chat, and I've never seen him in my chat, and then he was, being all, here for support. Well, I've been supporting you for months, and you've never been in my chat. You never supported me. All of a sudden, you decide to come and support me. And it's so funny because I go in my analytics and it tells me exactly when you subscribed to me, exactly the date and everything. Because I can go in there and I can check. I can go back and check, and when I subscribed to, like, James, it was in January of last year, so I've known him for a year, so I know exactly, when the people subscribe, and people do subscribe and then they unsubscribe. So if they can't chat in your chat and you put it for subscribers only, well, guess what? Check to see if those people are staying subscribed. It's very simple. Go in your analytics, check recent subscribers. Go click on there where it says date. It'll give you an option for the oldest subscriber or the newest subscriber. And if you click on there, it'll show you right there what day, exact day they did it, and everything. And you'll know if they are still subscribed to you. If not, it'll tell you. Well, thank you everybody that came in. Have a good one, and God bless everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, and like I said, don't forget to hit the like button, and share me out if you didn't. Thank you for coming in. God bless everybody. Call your mama, because you never know how long she's going to be on this world, and hug your loved ones, guys. Have a good one. Till next time, which will be Wednesday. Wednesday, I don't really set a time. I go live whenever I get a chance on Wednesday, and usually a long one at home. So, because I'm off Wednesdays and Thursdays, so usually those. But Friday's the only day I don't do lives. But thanks everybody. Have a good one. I'll be watching you in your lives. I know Nitro's going to be going live later on tonight. He said he went on early. He was on earlier. Marsha, Mayhem, she went on live. She also does other lives later on. John Paul was already on live. I don't know if he's going to do another live. Brooklyn Chick, I don't know if she hasn't been live for a while. She's not feeling too well. Hopefully she gets better. There's all kinds of people in my community tab. Go check them out. They go lives. They have great channels, guys. Go check them out. Till next time, guys. See ya. Bye-bye. Have a good one. God bless.